Where's your mask?
In my pocket.
I love that.
And we are
house.
here
Oh my God.
at the Heritage Museum. Oh, there's an entrance here too.
House.
There are so many historic buildings here. This was built in 1904. I have no idea what it was, but we're soon going to find out. So we can enter from here, I guess.
So they have a haunted tour guide to the Pacific Northwest and haunted Astoria. Ooh.
What was that?
Stop it!
Mutant teenage ninja beaver. He's trying to save his hide because people love beaver hats.
They have stuff that the kids can.
Oh.
But it's really cool. You can mark, like you have deer, fox, beaver, mink, and bear, and you mark with the stamp which one you think it is. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
And this is a touchy-feely section, which I don't know if I want a touchy-feely today.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
The Columbia.
Look at that. From Quebec, they went all the way around the Falkland Islands, and then back up, and then through the...
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they were always looking for the Northwest Passage, which there really wasn't one.
No.
There was not a river that cut it across. Some cool displays, very dated ancient stuff, which is very cool. Astoria Bridge was built in 1966. That's on the front.
Wow.
In 84, they found the Goonies here. It's funny how this is their timeline, and the Goonies is part of their timeline. I love that. Astoria Bicentennial celebrated. This is very cool stuff. It's funny how we talked about who discovered the area, but the fact that there were people already living here known as the Cedar people. So the Cedar people were here already, living on fishing and the indigenous animals of the area. What's that?
Tribal rituals also surrounded the first salmon run. The salmon ceremony differs slightly between local tribes. Each native tribe conducted a rite to ensure that the salmon would continue to flourish in the river.
How could the area been discovered if there were already people living here? But Izzy Izzard would say, but did they have a flag? They didn't have a flag, so they don't count. Do not mean to offend anybody. That was sarcasm. That a sarcasm sign, I would hold it up right now. That's going to the history of the area of Washington. It's going to take you through the late 1800s, early 1900s. A lot of the produce that came out of the area. Bumblebees, salmon. This is one big sign. That is explored by Lewis and Clark expeditions. Constitution in the New World. Or is that from what the,
This is all
the furniture.
This is from the East Lake style that he rebuilt and purchased from the house of ill fame.
Wow. I don't think I want to sit on those.
Yeah.
What bar was this? This is a early saloon. What's that?
See, these stained glass, the two stained glass side windows above the rear entrance on 17 Astoria Nelson have been made. Survived the 1939 fire, along with other items windows.
So that actually came from that same hotel.
Yeah.
And it survived the fire. This room actually depicts the more modern era, 1900s. Cars was 1953 and 1955. Those cars are definitely not that. Oh, 1936, of course. So 1936 and 1910. Interesting, isn't it? In a very short 25-year span, 26-year span, we went from maybe a trolley down the center of the street, horse and buggies, to automobiles. That is awesome. In 1922, they had the fire that completely destroyed most of the town. I find it interesting, there was a whole thing on the history of the Ku Klux Klan, the KKK, in this area, and I found it interesting that in 1922, there was a fire that was deliberately set that burned down the town, and that was the same year the Ku Klux Klan came in to try to muscle people out of office that were not part of their agenda.
Mm-hmm.
And I would venture to guess it was probably related.
Yeah, think?
Which basically says, do not get rid of the history so you don't repeat it. What an awful part of the history that we got to remember.
They got rid of a lot of people that were very
Well, if you weren't
high
white
office and
Protestants,
distinguished, even the fire chief.
if you weren't white Protestants, I mean, Catholic, Jews, blacks,
Asians,
didn't matter, whatever you were, if you were not
immigrant
white
of any
Protestants,
sort.
you were pushed out. And many of the buildings burned. Here's the building we're in. I'm going to have to go outside and take a picture from across the street.
And we're kind of like parked right there.
We're parked right there. Look at this. Okay. Did you get a picture of that?
Yes, I did.
We got to go across the street and get a picture. And I want to overlay our picture with that one. Okay, so remember the bridge? I talked about it used to have a toll. So I find it funny. A car towing a trailer was $2. I wonder what a fifth wheel towing a trailer would have been. Or a truck towing a fifth wheel. Yeah. But no more tolls.
And this is why you don't live on a hillside or anything like that. So in 1950s, it rained so badly here that these homes just literally slid
down the hill.
down the hills.
Oh, that is horrible.
People ran to try. In 1954, it happened again. People ran to try and help them.
Wow.
People get their belongings
Well, how
out
many?
of the homes and stuff.
Oh, those were the signs that were damaged in it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's just like.
Wow. This area was known for furs, for fishing, and lumber. The Westport Lumber Company. Now from the second floor we can look out. Oh, check out this view. Oh my goodness. Such an awesome view. It's grown since then. It's awesome. Top of Astoria at the Astoria Column, and the view from here is absolutely stunning and spectacular.
Are holy cannoli. What a view. Hi, this is
can hear the band from up here too. This is the history of the area spiraled up, and if you tried to read it by walking around, you'd get really dizzy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 15 revolutions to the whole story. The Astoria Column was built in 1926, and the concrete and steel structure is part of a 30-acre city park. The 125-foot column has 164 steps of a spiraling staircase ascending to an observation deck at the top. Unfortunately, while we were there, this observation deck was not open to the public. It's patterned after the Trajan Column in Rome. The Astoria Column was dedicated on July 22, 1926, and in 1974 the column was listed in the National Register of Historic Places. The murals that make up the column were refurbished in 1995, and a granite plaza was added in 2004. The column was one of a series of monuments erected by Great Northern Railway in 1925 and 1926. So we're going to end this video here. We have lots of Astoria and the vicinity to follow. Yeah, so be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We need subscribers.
Please.
Yes, and also
remember to hit the bell when you want to know when we post again, which is every Sunday
at 2 o'clock. And don't forget, give us a thumbs up too for good measure. Why not?
Any questions about anything that you see in our videos, any of our videos, give us a shout out.
Yeah, put it in the comments.
Yeah, and we'll get back to you, you know, ASAP.
I do answer all comments.
He does.
Yes.
He does. Anyway.
Safe travels, and we'll see you on the road.
Cilantro.